was a regular companion, and even when there was food, it wasn't always what it appeared to be. Imagine walking through the damp, narrow streets of a medieval town. You pass a bakery. The smell of bread should be inviting, but inside, things aren't what they seem. The baker glances around nervously before pulling out a sack of sawdust. It's not a rare scene. Back then, with flour in short supply and hungry mouths to feed, some bakers mixed their dough with anything they could find. Ground up bark, acorns, chalk, even sawdust. Bread was the main food for most people. It was supposed to be the foundation of their diet, but often it barely held together, let alone held any real nutrition. For the poor, even this gritty, stomach-wrenching bread was better than nothing. Still, every bite was a reminder that even their most basic needs came with a cost. And it wasn't just bread. Ale and wine, the go-to drinks for peasants, were just as unreliable. People didn't have access to clean water, especially in cities where rivers and wells were polluted with waste. So alcohol, even in weak forms, became the safer option. But with profit on their minds, innkeepers and alewives often watered down their drinks. Take Elizabeth, for example, a mother trying to stretch one last barrel of ale to feed her family. She stirs the pot slowly, adding cloudy water while her children look on, hoping the drink will bring in enough coin for a bit of food. She remembers when her grandmother brewed ale that was rich and bold, but now, survival has replaced tradition. Drinks like these were thin, sour, and offered little in the way of strength or comfort. Still, they were safer than water, and in a time when a glass of water could kill you, that counted for something. Authorities tried to crack down on these practices. Laws like the Assize of Bread and Ale were passed in the 1200s to regulate how much bread should weigh, what it should cost, and how pure ale should be. If bakers or brewers got caught cheating, they could be fined, or even locked up in public punishment devices like the pillory. But enforcing those rules was difficult. The poor did what they had to do to survive, and many shopkeepers risked the consequences rather than go hungry themselves. At the end of the day, it all came down to compromise. The average medieval peasant lived with constant trade-offs. Eat the bread that might upset your stomach, drink the ale that barely passed as drinkable, or go without entirely. Hunger was a regular companion, and even when there was food, it wasn't always what it appeared to be.